Today we are creating some high-end projects that you are not going to believe came from the Dollar Tree or the thrift store, but some amazing finds that we can tweak to be very easy but turn out gorgeous. Alright, so the first thing I would grab are these gorgeous little frames. They have beautiful designs on them, but they come in pink and blue. I think this is part of like Mother's Day gifts coming out, part of like new spring things coming out, lots of florals and pinks and things. But I do wish they would give this to us in a neutral color. Not a big deal to spray paint them. I just go ahead and grab some gold spray paint. I didn't realize how much of a pink gold this was, or a rose gold. So I do go over it with a little bit of my Rub and Buff, and I will link these down below if you're interested. You can get like several different colors in one pack. And if you spray paint it first, you don't have to worry about getting it down into the cracks. You can just get in there with the spray paint. After it dries, go over it with this and just hitting the tops, and it transforms the color amazing. I will show you what it looks like compared to the original spray paint. It doesn't have even the tiniest touch of pink anymore and looks like the perfect gold without being too yellow. I grabbed a couple of just fun pics of my kids at the park and popped those in there, and I think these are absolutely stunning. You will never be able to tell that these come from the Dollar Tree, obviously, unless you flip them around, but I think these look so high-end and nice as is. Only spent $1.25 on each. If you don't learn anything from this video other than the fact that you can purchase gorgeous canvas prints from Amazon for, these are $13.99 for a pack of 6, so they are coming right around $2.30 per print. You can't even get these printed for this price, and you can see the finish of these are gorgeous. They have a canvas, they are printed on canvas material or fabric, so it is just that beautiful finish. You don't have to worry about having glass or not in the photo frames. For instance, this Dollar Tree photo frame, it's like a chalkboard in there. You can just pop this in without any glass or plexiglass over it, and it looks so high end. I'm just cutting this down to show you guys a different frame style if you don't want to have to worry about painting it like we did in the last one, or you can't find those fun new spring frames. You can grab this one. I've seen it out for the last couple of years, and it fits in there perfectly after you cut it down to size and ready to display. This was a little bit more of a yellow gold than I would like, so I took that same Rub and Buff. It's hard to tell on camera, but I went over the yellow gold parts just to give it more of an antique look. It's making the designs really pop off of this frame, and once again just making it more of like a high-end piece, and I think it just brings it all together. How gorgeous are those little swans in the lake? I think this is so precious. This is the exact style frame that I look for at the thrift store. Even if it's a little pricey, I still think it's worth it. The frame on this is absolutely gorgeous. The wood coloring is perfect for my style decor, and it already is black, so I'm going to have no problem at all just adding a little bit of paint on this. Now, this was actually painted, it looks like, with a chalk paint, and I tried to wipe it off with water, but I struggled, so I just scratched it off with a plastic ruler so I didn't damage the frame or backing itself. You can still see the leftover residue in the lighting, so I did take a little bit more of black paint, just touching over the design itself. That's going to get rid of any shiny or matte finish where they're different. So go ahead, cover that over, and then take any Dollar Tree canvas that you like. I love these square ones, and you can put them in a larger square frame. Larger wall art fills up a space, an empty space, so much better than just these mini little Dollar Tree canvases. You're going to get so much more bang for your buck. I go ahead and I got it pretty close, just eyeballing it, but make sure that you measure to get it pretty straight. Hot glued this down in the center, and it looks like it was made to be there. My Dollar Tree come out with these round medallion looking decor pieces, and I thought they were too good to pass up, so I just have kept them on hand. I am pairing it with one of these Hobby Lobby rounds, but you can use a Dollar Tree wooden circle. They have them, just don't look as nice. They don't have the border on them, but Dollar Tree does sell little flat wreaths sometimes that you can glue around the circle wood shapes to give it the same effect. But for this, I am painting the frame piece, or this could even be backwards, but this piece to look like a frame with just some gold paint that I have. Once again, this is a little bit more of like a yellow gold than I would usually go to, so I do go over it with a little bit of rub and buff at the end, but definitely pick the gold style that you like best. And here's a fun tip: if you actually ask ChatGPT, I took a picture of the round decor piece inside of this circle, and I told it exactly how I wanted this project to look, and it gave me some different color options so I could actually see how this would look before I spent the time painting it. And I just love the gold and the black version the best. That's what I originally asked it to show me, but then it gave me the other two just as suggestions, and sometimes that's really fun getting to see other ways to use this. I am painting the little decor piece itself with some of the matching gold, and I didn't worry about getting it perfect. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could spray paint this, but with a paintbrush it's hard to get inside all of the little cracks or leaving runs in the paint. So go ahead and just lightly go over this, let it dry, and then glue it down in the center. And this is a really fun piece that is using like a mixture of what I already have on hand with Dollar Tree pieces, but I feel like it turned out so much better than just hanging this right on the wall. And then I always snag these 3 photo frames if I see them out at the store. Just so many things you can do with them. They have this gorgeous wood color as well as the black. So I grabbed the black one. I'm just going to be popping in some book pages that I have from an old book. I just cut them down to size using one of the photos as a template, using that as the backing before I decorate it. I used some hot glue just to get these in place, so I didn't have to mess with tape or anything, just making sure it doesn't get visible in the front. And then I just had some random stickers. These little vines were on the edges of this thankful sticker, so I'm sticking this on the book pages itself, and these really pop off of there. If you didn't have them, you could just paint something or use a rub-on transfer, but I thought these looked really great. Put those on both sides, and then for the middle I wanted to add an actual photo. A lot of times for projects just like this, I decide to make the photo black and white. I feel like it just matches decor a lot better, and I like to put in timeless photos. I feel like the black and white makes it look a little bit more timeless. This is something that I won't want to trade out since I glued it down, but it is a cute little photo of all my kids. Pop that in the middle, and this finishes it up. I displayed this on a plate stand. Another fun way to use the same exact frame is to grab a wood word. This one come from Target in the dollar spot, but you can always find wooden words at the craft store, such as Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or like Pop Shelf or Dollar Store. And I needed to remove the little inserts. So I go ahead and remove the inserts. I take a pair of pliers to remove the little tabs that hold the inserts in. And then I'm using hot glue around the glass to make sure it is not going to fall out. This is the word I wanted to use, and I wanted it to coordinate with the frame. So going ahead and doing a couple of coats of the black matte finish chalk paint. This is the most fun part of this project, and since we are working with some clear glass, I wanted to give it just a tiny bit of texture so that it wasn't going to be clear against a wall and you wouldn't be able to see through it perfectly, but making it a little bit more opaque. So I go ahead, use some Mod Podge and put it on the glass directly, and then you can use your fingers, you can use a sponge. I found that these little makeup sponges work the best. Let this dry. You can even do 2 to 3 coats to get it a little bit more of a softer look. But after that dried, I'm gluing the word right on the front. This looks like a little floating word on this sign. I love it so much. I want to make some more of these just to show you all how to display them a little bit different. I touched up the black paint on the family sign, but how cute is this just displayed? You could stack this up with other frames to add textures behind it, put fabric behind it, but I think it's a really cool piece. And then I found some wooden circles at Dollar Tree that had some really fun designs on them. They're always putting out little pieces like this that you're not sure what to do with. So I found this really fun one with a tree silhouette. I took a black Sharpie and just started having fun coloring in this tree. This was really satisfying and something fun you could do while you're watching a TV show or something, or your favorite movie. But I go ahead and just color this in. You also could use paint, but I felt like I just had more control using the Sharpie, or you could use a paint marker and just continuing to color this in until it's all covered, as well as the circle around it, before moving on to the rest of the project. And then to make this a larger art piece, I am attaching it to an older wooden sign. I found these Easter signs at Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and I still have some leftover ones because they were that good. I just went ahead and grabbed them for like $5 and kept them on hand. I sanded everything down, took off the bunny, and then just give this a couple of coats of paint. It just looks so nice and thick, like a sturdy sign, compared to some of the other like $3 and $5 pieces at Dollar Tree. But I go ahead, just glue the tree down, and then I had this little house home sign that I thought was really cute. I attached to the bottom, but you could leave this off if you don't like the words on your signs. But this just pretty much wraps this up. I thought it was cute. I added a bow to the top, little hanger, and then finished this piece. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Let me know in the comments down below which type of video you want to see next. Thanks again for watching. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.